Hi, it's Emily from Emily Loves Pins. Melanie and I are here today. We're joining Disney and Coloring with Jamie for a Stitch 626 Day collab. So we brought out all of our Stitch collection, well, all of Melanie's Stitch collection. I just have a little bit to add. So Stitch is Melanie's favorite character. Do you want to tell him why?
Because I like him.
Yeah, because why?
He's bad.
Because he's bad. Yeah, that's pretty much. And he's cute. So when we went to see the new Lilo and Stitch movie in theaters, they had this popcorn bucket and this cute little magnetic keychain. We've got a Stitch stuffed animal. She has a little Stitch cutout. And then, of course, our new D23 magazine. And, okay, we're going to have to move some stuff around for this next one. We have
the full collection.
The full collection of Stitch Crashes with the book. So give me just a moment. Alrighty, so we've got this nice Stitch Crashes book. The book came with the pin. I guess it was like the welcome pin. And we've got all of the months. And what I like about this is they fit in these envelopes and they can stay on their backer card. Because I don't know how you guys sort backer cards and store them, but I don't have a good method. So I was talking to some of my pin friends about that. Hold on, I don't want to rip the pages. So that's number 4. And I remember when this series came out, I want to say it was the last 2 in the series that I had to order from overseas because they either didn't get released or got released late. It was during all of that time when some things were very hard to come by. So I know for sure these last 2 I had to order and have them sent from overseas. But that is the Stitch Crashes book. All right, and then we've just got some loose pins. So Melanie has 2 stitch boards, and recently I got her the stitch bag. Maybe we should show the bag first. I took some ideas from Dznycrzyfmly. I got this stitch bag, and you can fit boards in there. So I need to get more Pinfolio boards that are, I think they're like a 7x10. And I'm going to put the Pinfolio boards in here, and then all these extra stitch pins that we have that we're showing now are going to go in that bag so that Stitch is all together. Right now, he is not all together, and I think this might work if I pick the phone up. All right, so that's a better overview of this page. Yes, so I remember when this series came out, we do love opening mystery pins here. I did have to trade for some of those. I appreciate everyone who gave us a hand. All right, little Stitch snacks. And this board is more recent. We've got lots of the Fig Pin, the Stitch Cousins. Yeah, there's Reuben. We've got some Tokyo Disney Sea. This was the Stitch Attack Snacks, I believe, up at the top. I think we're complete or almost complete on that. Some more overseas pins. Very nice. All right, and then we have page number 3. And this is still all Melanie's collection. These are pins that don't fit on her stitch boards. She has that one stitch cutout and just a giant board. So these will all be moving shortly to the stitch bag. Okay, and this is the last loose page. These are Melanie's pins up top. And then starting, yep, this one just got added today. And so starting with the Evil Queen stitch, these are the stitches that I added from my collection, which I think is impressive. As someone who has a daughter with the largest stitch collection I've ever seen, I'm surprised I have any stitch pins.
Not for long.
But I do. Oh, no, she does not have any room for these. There's that Ohana pin. Let's see, this guy opens. Stitch Attack Snacks. I think we all remember that. I know this one's from one of the pin events. I do have a pin events board and a snack board, which is where most of these come from. And, oh, also a Hidden Disney and Hidden Mickey section in one of my books. So there. Okay, so here we are over at the stitch board. These are some of Melanie's favorite pins. She's hard-pressed to decide what her favorite stitch pins are, although she's very partial to the 0.5. We've got an Artland pin, some Stitch Attack Snacks on his little paw. I want to say this one was from a 626 day, maybe last year. We've got some pin event pins from last year. Oh, she does like Pudge. And this one, he's swinging from the tree as if he were Brer Rabbit, and that's Brer Bear in the background.
PTD down there.
Yeah, hold on. I'm coming out. Which one?
The PTD right there.
Ah, there he is. And then this one was just added. We've got more on his paw. We've got the cousins. And then there's the big board. The original OG stitch board that we made. Let me see if I can. I'll see if I can go in for a close-up. And this was the original. Oh, you know what? I just noticed there's holiday pins on here. I may have more stitch pins on my holiday board, but I'm not sure. We've got lots of Paris pins. I like when Stitch is dressed up as someone else or impersonating someone else.
He's got a snot bubble up there.
Where?
Snot bubble up above the passport. Look.
Oh, yeah. Yep, Snot Bubble. It's one of her favorites. I like the passport. And of course the Stitch stamp. Was that a fantasy or?
I don't know.
Oh, I see a duplicate. There's one from my snack collection. It's Happy Birthday. We've got the new Chefs. That's a newer one. Here. Melanie's gonna take it. She's got longer arms than me. Yeah, those are cute. Yeah, there's an Alani one up there. Actually, there's a few Alani ones. We try to get all the stitch pins. Now, it's not entirely possible, but we are always trading for stitch pins that we don't have. And I see an Abomination. Who put that on there? Look, it's an Abomination. It's on top of the other pins. Oh my goodness, let me fix it. An Abomination. There we go.
He'd like it that way.
He would. We're just dropping other stuff. Okay, so we think this is the end of our stitch collection. If we find anything else of interest, we will add it to the end. But for now, bye, Stitch.